Good morning, learners. I hope that you are all doing well and healthy while staying home. I am teacher Charlotte, and you are watching Valenzuela Live for English 6, Quarter 3. In this episode, we are going to discuss the most essential learning competency, present a coherent, comprehensive report on differing viewpoints on an issue with a curriculum guide code EN6OL-3G-1.19. Before we start, let us first see who are tuning in with us today. Let us have our attendance check. Please comment down your name, the name of your school, and your grade and section in the comment section below. You may also mention your subject teacher. You have 30 seconds to do it, and your time starts now. Now that we are all set, get your paper and pen, sit up straight, listen carefully, and let's jump right into our lesson for the day. Does this place look familiar to you? Hmm? This is where the latest Disney movie took place. Do you know what that movie is? If you do, please head on to the comment section and let me see if you can give me the title of the movie that happened in this setting. I'm seeing comments now, and that is right. This picture is from the movie Encanto, a movie which was released by Disney. It is a feel-good family-friendly movie about a Colombian family that received special powers after surviving a tragedy. Well, almost all of them except for one, and that is Mirabel. Our first activity will be about your perspective about the movie Encanto. We'll call this activity Agree or Disagree. I will be flashing some statements referring to some characters or happenings in the movie. You are going to type the word agree if you approve of what the statement says, and type disagree if you do not approve of the statement about it. Are you ready? Let's go on to number 1. First item, the magic of their moving casita or house made the movie unique and more interesting. Do you agree or do you disagree? Type it in the comment section. Let us now proceed to item number 2. The best magical gift in the movie is Antonio's ability to talk to the animals. Do you agree or do you disagree? Type it in the comment section. I am seeing a lot of agrees and also disagrees. But let us now move on to item number 3. The movie could have been better if Mirabel was given the magical gift early on her childhood. What do you think? Do you agree or do you disagree with this statement? Go ahead and proceed to the comment section. Mm-hmm. Same, same. We have a lot of agrees and disagrees. But let us now move on to item number 4. Number 4, We Don't Talk About Bruno is the best song in the movie. Do you agree or do you disagree? Type it in the comment section. That song is really good, but I can see some disagrees in the comment section. Let us now proceed to item number 5. Movies about family are more appealing than movies about prince and princesses. What do you think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Go ahead and type it in the comment section. Wow, that was a tough one, but you did great in expressing your perspective about the movie. Now, I will never mention if we should agree or disagree on those points because we are different in some of our perspectives on some of the items. With all your answers, we can conclude that we have different views about the statements presented. At some points, we agreed unanimously, but on some statements, some agreed, but some disagreed. The reason for our varying choices for this activity is because we have different viewpoints. What is a viewpoint? A viewpoint is defined as a way of thinking about a subject. One person's viewpoint may be different from another. It is largely influenced by our knowledge, our experiences, and our beliefs. Consider this picture. While one of the persons in the picture says that the number is 6, the other one says that it's 9. And we could not say that any one of them is wrong. That is because they are standing on different positions. Therefore, they have different views about the number. Here is another picture. In here, we have a glass of water. One of the persons perceived it as half empty, but the other person perceives it as half full. Now, both of them are right, but how they view the glass is different because their thoughts are influenced by their personalities, by their knowledge, their experiences, and also their beliefs. Now, these examples illustrate the idea of viewpoint and how it varies from person to person. A learner at your age can have your viewpoints on different issues happening around us, like vaccination for kids, or resumption of face-to-face classes, or even about our use of gadgets. You can know what is right or what is wrong, and you can justify your viewpoints. Your views may be the same or different from those of other people, but that is fine and that is acceptable. Now, our next term is coherent. It means that the ideas, thoughts, or arguments are presented in a logical and well-organized manner. This also means that we should write our ideas consistently and not jumping from one topic to another. In presenting a report on differing viewpoints on an issue, we should also make sure that it is comprehensive. Now, what is comprehensive? Comprehensive means complete and includes necessary facts, details, and information that support and justify the topic. We must be able to support the presented viewpoints with essential evidence to strengthen it. Here are some necessary steps that you need to take into consideration in presenting a report on differing viewpoints on an issue. Let's have number 1. Number 1, have a comprehensive information about the topic. First, ask yourself, how much do you know about the topic? As basic as it may sound, you can't give a clear and organized viewpoint without having comprehensive detail about the topic. You need to be informed about the issue at hand. Now, it may require that you do research or gather information to have a thorough understanding of the issue. For example, if it's about climate change, then how much do you know about the changes that occurs around the world, and what are your pieces of evidence to support the viewpoints on this topic? Remember always that the first step to make sure that you have ample knowledge about the issue. Research about it if you need to. Number 2, have a stand. Now that you are well informed about the topic, you have to ask yourself, where do you stand? Do you agree or do you disagree? Are you in favor or are you against it? Do you support it or do you oppose it? Having a stand means taking on a viewpoint based on the information that you gathered. Your understanding of the broadness of the issue will lead you to a well thought about viewpoint. Remember, point number 2, have a stand. Number 3, support your stand with evidence. Now that you have a stand or a viewpoint, you need to support it with evidence or proof that you are choosing the right one. If the issue is about vaccination for kids and you stand to agree or disagree on its implementation, then you should not stop in merely disagreeing or agreeing. You should ask yourself, why? What are the facts that support your stand of it? What evidence can prove and strengthen your viewpoint? Sufficient evidence will lead to the credibility of your viewpoint. Your evidence will be the foundation of your stand. So remember to gather as much evidence as you can. Let's now proceed to point number 4. Number 4, organize your ideas. Now, in writing or composing a statement or speech, you have to break your ideas into sections or groups of ideas that are interrelated. Remember one rule: 1 paragraph, 1 topic sentence. It means that there should only be one main idea in a paragraph, and you have to back it up with supporting details. Let us say that the topic is about the resumption of face-to-face classes on the next school year. Now, you have to dedicate a paragraph for each of your ideas. If your main idea is face-to-face classes provide equal opportunities for learners, then support it with facts and information. If you have other reasons such as risk of getting the virus now becoming low, you have to make a separate paragraph for that idea. Do not mix them all in one single paragraph because that will make it very confusing. Dedicating a paragraph for one particular topic alone also helps in giving emphasis to that idea that we are trying to point out. And one useful tip in planning the flow of your ideas is the use of graphic organizers and outline. Do you remember them? Now, according to teachhub.com, a graphic organizer is a powerful visual learning tool that can help learners organize their ideas. They can also be used to clarify or simplify complex concepts, help with problem solving, or even decision making, or be used to plan research or brainstorm ideas. Now, some of the frequently used graphic organizers are the Venn diagram, the concept map, KWL chart, and the idea web. On what kind of graphic organizer will work best? It actually depends on the kind of ideas you are trying to break down. But one good thing that is good to consider is that we have to make sure that the organizer we will choose will be effective and not a burden in organizing our ideas. Now, another tool that we can use in organizing information is our outline. An outline is a tool for planning and organizing information. It is a sequential list of the main ideas that will be used in your composition and the information that supports each of these ideas. Now, the outline will be the backbone of your paper. Let's have an example. Let us take vaccination for kids as the topic. Now, we have the main idea, COVID-19 vaccination for children ages 5 to 11. That is our main idea. Then we have the two topic sentences on bullets A and B. The supporting details for each of the topic sentences have numbers. Now, I would recommend that you place the topic sentences into different paragraphs. Say, for example, bullet A, which is about the topic sentence, the benefits of COVID-19 vaccination outweigh the potential risks, should be written in one paragraph along with its supporting details. Then, the second topic sentence, which is in bullet B, recommended COVID-19 vaccines for children can help protect them from being severely infected, will be written in another paragraph, and then you should back it up with supporting details in the same paragraph to strengthen its thought. Now, those are some common ways on how you can organize your ideas after researching them or collecting them. Remember also to conclude your report in the last paragraph. In conclusion, you have to emphasize the key points in your report to sum up the ideas. Is that clear? Let's now proceed to point number 5. Number 5, present your stand in a respectful manner. Now, whether your stand will be presented in a written or oral form in the presence of an audience, you should ensure that you only focus on the issue. Focus on having a logical and comprehensive report or presentation. The real objective for each one of us whenever we are having dialogues or discussions or talks about certain issue is that we have to provide and present to people ideas and reasoning. Now, these ideas and reasoning will help our listeners to make sound decisions for themselves. Remember that you are there to present comprehensively your viewpoints about the issue, no matter how different they could be. Now, the end goal is to give a clear understanding of the topic and present credible and coherent viewpoint on the issue. In addition, remember to always be respectful of other people's viewpoints, especially those that differ from what you believe in. Awareness of our individual differences largely helps in understanding why our viewpoints vary. And that's how you present a coherent, comprehensive report on differing viewpoints on an issue. As a summary, here are the essential points. Viewpoint is a way of thinking about the subject. Now, a stand is to have a particular attitude or opinion about something towards somebody. Coherence or being coherent is the logical and well-organized manner of presenting ideas, your thoughts, or your arguments. Now, being comprehensive means having complete facts, details, and information that support and justify your topic. Now, in order to present a coherent and comprehensive report, we must remember to, number 1, have comprehensive information about the topic. Number 2, have a stand. Number 3, support your stand with evidence. And number 4, organize your ideas well, and last but not least, present your stand in a respectful manner. My dear learners, if you have reached this part of the lesson, please type the code Coherent in the comment section below for me to know if you are still with me. Thank you for typing that in. And we are now on the part of the live stream where, just like before, I will be answering some of your questions written in the comment box. I will give you 1 minute to type in your questions below. Please do not ask questions that are not related to our topic for today. You have 1 minute, and your time starts now. We are now going to read some of your questions from the comment section, and I will try to answer them for you. Let's have question number 1. Question number 1, is arguing a bad thing to do? Wow, thank you very much for this very relatable question. And it's nice, and I appreciate that you have thought about whether arguing or having an argument is a bad thing. Now, the term argue may have negative connotations and for that, we see it as a bad thing. Perhaps it becomes bad if it becomes a heated argument with shouting, with raising voices, and sometimes uttering curses, which is really a wrong thing. For the argument to be good, we have to be clear with our motive in expressing our opinion and must always remember to talk in a calm and respectful manner. As I have mentioned earlier, whenever we talk or present our opinions, we should always be respectful. Let's have another question. Now, the next question is, how do you do an outline? Wow, thank you for raising this question up. Now, to answer this, we start an outline by sorting our ideas into main or major ideas, followed by the supporting statements or ideas. Remember that an outline is a sequential list of the main ideas that will be used to construct our paragraph. With the help of an outline, we can be sure that the ideas in our paragraph will be focused on the topic alone. It is a very helpful way of organizing broad ideas into simpler ones. I would like to thank you all for your participation and for all your questions. Just keep them coming and remember that learning starts in asking questions. So as always, tomorrow is your follow-up discussion with your subject teacher. Please be there tomorrow. I hope that you have enjoyed today's lesson. Next week is another lesson with your new live streaming teacher. So stay tuned for the next live stream of the Valenzuela Live for English 6. Again, as our Secretary of Education, Leonor Briones mentioned, please say it with me. In any situation, learning must continue. Stay home, stay safe, and God bless us all. This is Teacher Charlotte, your live streaming teacher, for Valenzuela FB Live, saying thank you and have a great day.